Morning YouTubers, and welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Today we're going to be talking about the chickens. We've had another fatality. I did mention that in the comments in the last video. Someone asked me how my chickens were, and I replied, well, we've lost yet another one. So I thought I'd do a quick video. Well, quick video. Will it be a quick video? No, it won't, because we've been doing a bit of work in the pen over this last week or so. I'm going to show you all that right after I'll tell you a little bit about what happened. Now, about going back 6 months ago, into actually it might be 7 months, June, we had intruders on the allotments, and the kids, obviously, they was chased off, but not before they was playing around near my chickens. Anyhow, come on the next morning, it was my mate old Jimmy who spotted it. He says, "What are them bamboo canes sticking out of your chicken pen there, Matt?" I looked and realised someone had got these the poles that have got the pots, the bottles, but hold my nets up, took them off and started jabbing through the bars. Well, when I looked inside, there was one chicken in the corner, wasn't moving. There was another one limping about, so I put two and two together. It's the kids have actually been stabbing at the chickens. Now, I asked the guy who spotted them, said, can you recognise any of them? He says, no. So I couldn't, so I don't know. So it was like fleeting moments that I saw them, jumping back over the fence. I said, how big was it? He said, we were about 13, 14 year olds. I went, right, okay. Obviously that's as much as information I got about these little characters. However, they went into the pen and I'm looking at him, and there was Courtney lying there, not motionless, not moving very much, and the other one was limping about. Anyhow, that night Courtney died in the coop. Come on, I thought, my God, kids have actually done this. Anyway, the other one, Danielle, they've all got names after me missus's friends and the girls in the family, like. Named them all, they've all got little names, so I can see which is which, and they've all got bands on them, so I can keep my eye on individual birds, so I'm not missing, I'm not thinking I'm looking at one and it's another. I did that basically when they come ill. I can keep an eye on them to make sure they're not getting any worse. It's a good idea to put bands on the feet, because to be quite honest with you, chicken looks like a chicken at the end of the day. There's only a couple of them that I would recognise straight away without having to look at them. But anyway, like I say, Danielle, she had this limp, and the limp started to fade around about, it started to get into August, and she started to walk okay. Now, she was a fat chicken to start off with, so it took her a while for the leg to get to wheel, and I thought, well, that was the end of it, should be okay, no problem. But the thing was, it went from August, September into October, and the limp started to come back. Well, by November, December, she was starting to lie down more. Well, this was the time of year when you're getting the frosts on the ground, and with her lying down on the ground, it just took its toll on her. And come on last week, I noticed her underneath the chicken coop in the middle. So I got on the phone to my mate who's a vet, and I said, can you come and have a look at this for us, bud? And I come down, and he looked at it, he says, yep, it looks like you're going to be having to put her out of her misery sometime today or tomorrow. He says, she's not going to make it, mate. I said, alright, fair dues. He says, you girls are getting old now, says you can expect that with them all, really. Says, you're pretty lucky, really. Says, all them lot over there have all, like, old Jimmy, he had 12, he's down to 5. I think he's got 4 chickens left now. His was a year younger than mine. The communal chickens are about, I think they're 2 years younger than mine, and they've lost 5 this year so far. So this winter's been really hard on the chickens, unfortunately. So I said, well, I don't really want to do her in. I said, I want to give her a chance. If she can get in the coop tonight, it was only a couple of hours before dark, so if she can get up the coop and onto the perch, I'll give her another day. Other than that, I'll put her out of her misery if I have to. Anyway, 2 hours went by. This was at 2:30 that he'd come down. He was there at 2:30, so 4:30 it started to get dark. All the girls went in. She was still there. She was on the last gasp breath basically. So I thought, not enough's enough. I can't watch her suffer anymore. So I put her out of her misery. She didn't feel a thing, honestly. It was over in seconds. And the sad thing is, like I say, they're my pets, and you know, it's tough, but you've got to do it. So I'm telling you now, guys, if you've got chickens, you've got to know how to dispatch them. I'm not going to show you how to do it, but the easiest way is to get hold of the legs, fingers and thumb, and pull a neck apart, and they don't feel it. Well, they don't feel it much for very much, you know what I mean. So yeah, unfortunately that's what I had to do. She's now buried underneath the brambles at the back of the allotments, so I'm expecting a few more fatalities before we get into the year, but that's just the way it is. They are very old. I will be replenishing the flock come around about June. I was thinking about hatching some. I've got an incubator there and everything, good to go. I mean, I bought it. I think I didn't pay much for it. I mean, they're about 100 quid or so, 100 odd quid. I think I paid about 15, 20 quid for it, and it works perfectly as well. So I don't know if I'm going to hatch my own, buy some eggs online. I was watching who was it? It was Tony from All You Can Grow. He actually bought some eggs, but half of them didn't hatch, so I thought it could be quite expensive this, and knowing my luck, they're all being males, and we can't have cocks on the allotment, so we might just go back to where we bought the last lot, because they're all fully vaccinated and everything from this Sycamore farm in Cheshire, and at the end of the day they're only £5.65 each, so they're not. You can buy a dead one, what's going to cost you more than that in the supermarket. So I'm thinking just go and get some pullets, and away we go. So that's something we're going to be looking at in about 4 or 5 months. However, the floor in the actual chicken pen was looking absolutely terrible. The buggers had turned it to compost, and well, we've been after wood chip for about 2.5 months now. I did order some straw, and straw's coming, so I've got to go and buy that. I've actually it's not straw. Couldn't get straw. I've been farms and what have you around close. There's not many farms in around Salford, but we managed to source some. But blow me, my mate Bernard just come back off holiday. He's been in Spain, and I was talking to him. He said, "Oh, have a word with Lisa across the road, the cafe." Now, lass over the road's got a brother who's a tree surgeon, so he had a word with her. She got on the phone to him, says, "Mark wants some wood chip." Now, you know, a friend of a friend. Next minute, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday it was. Van pulls up wood chip for me. So I'm going to show you the wood chip what I've got, what he's dropped off for me. Right guys, what we're looking at here is wood chip. It's finally got here. Mate of mine brought it this morning, and it's definitely needed. This is terrible in here. I mean, the floor in here is really, these chickens have turned it to soil. The wood chip is basically soil and poop. So we're going to be digging a pile of it out, and all that lot is going in the bed right in front of it, where we had the potatoes. Okay, so we've got 5 bags of that stuff now. We're going to put 3 into the chicken pen, but before we do that, we're going to remove all the floor out of there, and we're going to put it into that bed what I've been working on, what I've double dug and everything. We're piling it into that, and then we're going to put the floor into all that wood chip into the chicken pen. So here's me doing a little bit of the digging and filling the buckets up. So check this clip out. can't believe how well they've turned. They've literally turned this basically wood chip to compost over the last few months. Okay, there's a few lumps in it, but most of it so far I took about 10 of these buckets out. I've got a lot to do yet. We'll put all the good stuff back in a bit. But I'm going to put it on pause for a moment because what's happening is I said I'm running the batteries down and I won't be able to show you the job finished when I've done. Okay, so we took about 3-4 inches of that out of the actual pen, and it's all now into the bed at the side of the chickens. I'll show you that at the end of the video, but here's me now putting all the wood chip into the pen. Sugar. Oh dear. Well, almost there. Just leveling it all off now. Well, you what? How long are you going to mess this up? Take to mess this up, I wonder. With all the plumage now, look at that, all the feathers are back. She looks absolutely lovely, don't you, babes, eh? Here's my other tearaways. Lisa there with the blue band. This one is Sharon with a black band. That one over there is Sharon and Shannon. Where are you? Oh, here she is. Mischievous. What are you doing? Try to sneak out, aren't you? Hey, you little rat. Yeah, these are my girls. Oh, we've got the new wood chip in the pen now. I can actually kneel down here, I've got to be careful. They've already christened the wood chip there, number 2 there, you little buggers. I've only just put this in. But, believe it or not, this compost, well, it will be compost in about 5 months' time.
the chickens will turn this to soil basically. They'll literally just keep turning it over. That's what they're doing there now. And like I say, next to no time, this will all be compost for me beds.
Okay, so the wood chip is now in there. The chickens are loving it. We've actually put a feeder in there, new feeder in there as well. The old feeder's at home being sterilised as we speak. We even got a new water feeder as well, but I've not put that in there yet. It's one of them self-watering ones. I'll show you that again. But yeah, it's we've got that chicken pen all sorted out now. What I'm just waiting for is my mate Bernard coming up with me chicken, me egg and bacon butter. He's gone over to the cafe to actually have a talk with Lisa, so he'll be back over in a bit with a nice crispy egg and bacon. So I'm hearing for him coming so I can time the video to end. But yeah, we've sorted the chicken pen out. Now I'm going to show you where we put all this the floor of the chicken.
This is the floor of the chicken coop, chicken pen. Sorry, as you can see. We've got quite a lot in there. I hope it's going to level out okay, it's not going to overflow over the sides. But I can tell you, this is absolutely wonderful stuff. These chickens have absolutely nailed this over the last five months. They turned this wood chip into a fine compost. There's a few sticks in it, but come on, what they've done here, they've done an absolutely wonderful job for me. So what I've got to do now is just level it all out, and I think we'll be good to go in here shortly. But yeah, that's the chicken poop what we just removed out of the pen.
So there you go. So what we're going to do now, we're going to level all that lot out and get it ready for whatever we're going to be putting in it very shortly.
Well guys, we've been leveling this bed out. This is that chicken manure out of the chicken pen. We kind of put a little bit too much of it into the bed. But then again, it will settle. When it settles, it'll probably drop half an inch, then it'll be level then. But it's a little bit higher in the middle. That's nothing. But when I'm planting, I'll have a board on it, and as I'm moving along, I'll level it off like. But yeah, that soil what you're looking at there is actually wood chip. Now, I say we dug the chicken pen, which is oh, let's lift the camera up a touch. Chicken pen's right directly behind this bed. So what we've done, we've dug the floor of the chicken pen and chucked it all into here. We've resurfaced the chicken pen, as you've just seen, and all the wood chip which them chickens are basically turned to compost, we chucked in here. We've bagged some up round the back because obviously we had too much, but I think I got a bit carried away, and like I say, it's just slightly more than there should be in this bed, but it will drop slightly, so it should level itself out. But yeah, this bed now it's almost good to go. We can put anything in this bed now, whatever we want. But what I might do is take this, there's a bit of a fence along here. Now the only reason why that fence is there is because of we have the potatoes in here, and it just stops the potatoes from flopping over onto the paths. So we might remove that very shortly, so we're not struggling when we're putting plants in there. You can imagine you've got to walk on that, you've got to walk into it, whereas if you've got this this fence down, you can put a board over it and work easily. So that's what we're going to do. But this bed, all intents and purposes, is now ready to
so
rock and roll.
That's that bed. So we've killed two birds with one stone. Well, I shouldn't have really said that, should I? But you get the meaning. We've used the compost what was in the chicken pen and put it to good use there in that other raised bed. So I reckon whatever we put in that bed now is going to go absolutely bonkers. So I can't wait for that to happen. Anyway, I'm working on another project now. I'll be showing you that that's be coming up shortly. I'm going to get off because can hear me mate coming with me egg and bacon. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.